You were not the focus. You were not the focus. I was trying to get a better view. I was trying to get a better view. How often do you go to the gym? How often do you go to the gym? We're throwing a party on Saturday. We're throwing a party on Saturday. They go to school by bus. They go to school by bus. A congratulatory letter was given to the student selected for the scholarship. A congratulatory letter was given to the student selected for the scholarship. The baby was sleeping soundly in his crib. The baby was sleeping soundly in his crib. I will come. I will come. Do you have dairy-free alternatives? Do you have dairy-free alternatives? I will be born. I will be born. I have been working with him for the last 2 months. I have been working with him for the last 2 months. Can't come after 3 months? Can't come after 3 months? Didn't I install? Didn't I install? The bird sings in the morning. The bird sings in the morning. Wouldn't he clown every day? Wouldn't he clown every day? Can you recommend a good book to read? Can you recommend a good book to read? We can't go to the beach today, can we? We can't go to the beach today, can we? He is as fast as you. He is as fast as you. Since when do you like basketball? Since when do you like basketball? Can't I get cold in a month? Can't I get cold in a month? Can you ride a bike? Can you ride a bike? They will not attack. They will not attack. Can you help me with this? Can you help me with this? It is important to practice regularly. It is important to practice regularly. The director of the movie is Steven Spielberg. The director of the movie is Steven Spielberg. He played an important role in the movie. He played an important role in the movie. My relatives do. My relatives do. I joined a book club to discuss literature with others. I joined a book club to discuss literature with others. Don't I have to be a watchman after 5 months? Don't I have to be a watchman after 5 months? I don't think education is necessarily the best solution. I don't think education is necessarily the best solution. Sorry for not going out with your friends. Sorry for not going out with your friends. They had already finished the project when I joined the team. They had already finished the project when I joined the team. Where can I find paper products? Where can I find paper products? Consistency in applying an instrument leads to improvement. Consistency in applying an instrument leads to improvement. After 5 months, I am not a judge. After 5 months, I am not a judge. What did you study at university? They asked. What did you study at university? They asked. After 3 months there will be no driver. After 3 months there will be no driver. I don't like coffee, she told him. I don't like coffee, she told him. Are you responsible for the noise in this room? Are you responsible for the noise in this room? He won't stop until he gets what he wants. He won't stop until he gets what he wants. I like to read mystery novels. I like to read mystery novels. Aren't you a midwife every week? Aren't you a midwife every week? Don't you need to meet? Don't you need to meet? Do you have to run? Do you have to run? Not all of us are happy with this plan. Not all of us are happy with this plan. Your husband is an accountant. Your husband is an accountant. Will we shepherd often? Will we shepherd often? Their daughters were musicians. Their daughters were musicians. I love it even though it's bad. I love it even though it's bad. Don't they run? Don't they run? Can we confess? Can we confess? Rarely a lieutenant. Rarely a lieutenant. Could you pass the salt, please? Could you pass the salt, please? We should meet. We should meet. Should we usually provide? Should we usually provide? Should not exist. Should not exist. Hey Susanna, come downstairs. Hey Susanna, come downstairs. His colleague is a linguist. His colleague is a linguist. There are too many books on your shelf. There are too many books on your shelf. I wouldn't start. I wouldn't start. Before becoming a writer, she worked as a teacher. Before becoming a writer, she worked as a teacher. Don't we manage? Don't we manage? He wished he hadn't bought those expensive shoes. He wished he hadn't bought those expensive shoes. We must not hide. We must not hide. You must be a homeowner every month. You must be a homeowner every month. Can I get you something else before I go? Can I get you something else before I go? The bee is the busiest insect. The bee is the busiest insect. I can't remember. I can't remember. You should not ignore the warning signs. You should not ignore the warning signs. I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. Are there stepson firefighters? Are there stepson firefighters? Don't they have to mark after 5 weeks? Don't they have to mark after 5 weeks? Can I get a sample of your blood, please? Can I get a sample of your blood, please? Don't we rarely have to get manicures? Don't we rarely have to get manicures? It will not be displayed soon. It will not be displayed soon. Whose friend is that girl? Whose friend is that girl? Avoid overspending and save for emergencies. Avoid overspending and save for emergencies. We can stop later. We can stop later. I usually couldn't occupy. I usually couldn't occupy. John, are you here? John, are you here? Would he teach? Would he teach? Isn't it hate? Isn't it hate? Do you have to learn English? Do you have to learn English? I need to check the clipboard for new messages. I need to check the clipboard for new messages. Shouldn't we pour? Shouldn't we pour? Can you speak French? Can you speak French? Can you make a reservation at the restaurant for tonight? Can you make a reservation at the restaurant for tonight? The conference will be held in March. The conference will be held in March. They may not talk after 2 weeks. They may not talk after 2 weeks. I will be missing often. I will be missing often. Do we have deep link URLs? What is this URL? Do we have deep link URLs? What is this URL? Let me tag you in the chat about which topic they are talking about. Let me tag you in the chat about which topic they are talking about. You have to be a player every week. You have to be a player every week. Should not continue. Should not continue. We'd better call a taxi or we'll be late. We'd better call a taxi or we'll be late. I don't listen. I don't listen. He is my neighbor. He is my neighbor. You can then include it. You can then include it. Your aunt was the driver. Your aunt was the driver. Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes?